I've always been a huge fan of RuneScape speedrunning. About a year ago, I completed a sub 340 tutorial island speedrun, and I've been looking for new mountains to climb ever since.
Sub 340, I fucking knew it.
The issue with RuneScape speedrunning is that there just aren't many official categories yet, and I think this is mostly because of a lack of exposure to the scene. So when I saw Settle doing a Firecape speedrun series from a fresh Ultimate Iron Man, I knew that I had to compete. I think his run and this run are both good, but there's some serious time save potential to be had. I made my route by breaking the run down into goals. I need to get 43 prayer, I need to get money, I need to get potions, and I need to get a weapon. Upon spawning in, I immediately walked to the wilderness and spent nearly 3 hours looting big bones and using them on the Chaos Altar just to get straight to 43 prayer. This put my combat level at 8, which makes it pretty unlikely I'll get attacked out here. I then killed level 1 rats near the Crazy Archaeologist to get a looting bag, or as Ultimate Iron Man call it, a bank. This came in handy at the lava maze where I looted an inventory and a full bag of steel. This came in handy at the lava maze where I looted an inventory and a full bag of steel plate bodies and then sold them to the shop one at a time for 1,200 coins each. I found that this was a much faster alternative to thieving nature runes and getting 55 magic for high alchemy, as I found 66k was more than enough money for the entire run. I then bought a bow, some arrows, and some beers, and I started pickpocketing women outside of the bar, you know, casual Friday night. Then I walked to Barbarian Village where I realized I couldn't get my 10k from the security stronghold because I can't set an authenticator in this account since the email I used for it is p@nis.com. Regardless, I looted a bronze pickaxe from the village and a candle from the monastery, and I got 13 thieving and 13 agility, the bare minimum requirements for the Lost Tribe, meaning all I'm gonna need is 17 mining, rune mysteries, and goblin diplomacy before I can get my weapon. I'm not really gonna bother getting any magic levels or extra thieving levels. I'm just gonna buy a chronicle for transportation on my way to get the dye components for goblin diplomacy. I'm gonna be doing 4-tick mining to save a little bit of time on the treacherous 17 mining grind. Basically means I'm gonna be using this knife on the logs, then pressing 1, which is 1 tick, and making arrow shafts, which is a 3-tick action, which tricks the game into thinking I'm doing a 3-tick action, and it essentially just lets me mine iron more consistently. I know it probably sounds like a lot of work to some people, but literally anything in this world is better than clicking a rock and then watching your guy swing at it for 45 seconds before he fucking mines it. I was really happy with my run at this point. I completed the Lost Tribe and bought 14,000 bone bolts in under 8 hours of playtime. That's 3 out of my 4 goals done. The one thing I still needed to do was get potions, and the plan was simple. The Theater of Blood. Clearing the first 2 rooms of the Theater of Blood gives you access to an insane variety of supplies. So if I can manage to not die and do enough damage at level 40 range, it'll only take a couple raids to get all the prayer potions I could possibly need. I don't really know if people are going to be mad at me for this from a game integrity standpoint, but I learned it from hardcore Iron Man players, so you can take it up with them. I need to find 3 incredibly skilled players to be able to clear a 4-man scaled theater with only 3 real players and 1 guy with a bone crossbow. So naturally, I went live on Twitch. Look, I mean, it's a speed run. I can't just like wait until Wooks and a cold one have the same day off and then have them carry me. Look, I did what I could. I did what I could. Oh my god.
Any pounders in the
Where's
chat?
Why is the... Oh my god, I'm hitting. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm sick. Bro, I fucking wasted 10 hours in this run. I'll be so fucking sad if this dies. Oh. I was not paying attention. You're scaring me. Please, 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 please. Oh! Okay. Okay. What do we do? This is so sick. Okay. 3 for a brew. My final setup going in is going to be 40 ranged, 43 prayer, 31 hit points, and just 2 defense. I'm entering the cave in just under 12 hours of playtime, meaning if I live, I'm basically guaranteed to have a world record at the end of today. I'm very comfortable with Jad from all the Inferno I've done, but I honestly haven't done a fire cape in years, and I'm going to have some obstacles. Bats, which drain your prayer by their damage rolled +1, meaning even if I protect from melee, they will drain the damage they would have hit +1, which becomes a huge issue when it takes you at least 3 hits to kill one. The meleeers, which while safe spottable, they can basically heal anything faster than I can do damage, which could become a problem at some point. The rangers, which max 14, which is about half my hit points. And finally, the magers. These can one-shot me at any time if I don't pray correctly even once, and with my gear, they take about 5 to 6 minutes to kill, and I have to 1-tick flick that entire time. Meaning, if I even get to Jad, that means I will have to one-tick flick for nearly 3 hours killing majors alone. It was a rough start, but my chat believed in me. If you tuned into my stream that night, there's literally one thing that you would have heard. I got the hang of solving the waves very quickly, and I was basically isolating the majors so that I would take no damage and use minimum prayer points. I ended up logging out a number of occasions because my hand was so tired from one-tick flicking, but I was pretty confident that I could do it if I put in the time. Unfortunately, I didn't. I've never really had to make a video like this. I was really disappointed that this was how the run ended. This hit was incredibly easy to take eat, but I didn't really have a hand on the keyboard because honestly I was just watching TV to distract myself from how tired my hand was. I fully think that this death was my fault, but for the record I did experience a lot of latency 2 waves prior, and I probably should have used that as a sign to take a break or at least hop worlds. I really think that if somebody was better than me and they had a hand of steel, they could get a sub 12-hour run pretty easily by just optimizing some of the time losses I had. Maybe getting a coif, for example. I could see myself giving this another shot after Shattered Relics, but I'm definitely gonna need to get more than 40 ranged for my abilities. I really hope you guys enjoyed the attempt. Consider subscribing if you don't mind the death, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.